maybe, just maybe, he's overly suspicious that she's cheating because he's the one that's cheating.
Ooh.
I've heard this theory before, but that's what our Bert Show listener is thinking, and that's why she wants us to test him tonight with To Catch a Cheater War of the Roses. Cassie has the email.
Bert Show, I'm looking for some help from your War of the Roses segment. I need to know if my boyfriend's cheating or not. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years, and being honest, I had a sense that things were not right with us lately, but I didn't think or realize that it could be because he's cheating. I also had been desperate to figure out what is going on with us because I really felt like we had something special and we were inching closer to marriage. He's my first relationship for this length of time, and it seemed like the natural path. I, however, am not the longest relationship he has had. I know he and his ex were together for almost 3 years, and he was very honest with me about why they broke up. He admitted to me that he had cheated on her and had been for several months before they broke up. When he told me, he had some really convincing excuses as to why it happened, so I didn't subscribe to the once a cheater, always a cheater line of thinking. I trusted him fully with the assumption that he'd never have a reason to cheat in our relationship. Well, lately, he's been really accusatory of me and suspicious of everything I'm doing. Everything I do seems to be proof to him that I'm seeing someone else, and to be clear, I am not, and I never would cheat. Recently, I was reading something that said cheaters will often accuse you of the things they are doing themselves, and this was like a light bulb in my head. It has me suspicious that maybe he's paranoid of me because he is actually doing something. Is this accurate? Is his paranoia actually a sign that he's doing this? Can you help me find out? Terry.
Yeah, I've heard this before. Have you gone through this?
I have. It's definitely a thing. I went through it in a relationship. My ex used to accuse me of cheating all the time. And I had no idea why. And I later found out that she was cheating on me the entire time.
Really?
And I know friends who do this too. They always think their girl is cheating when in reality it's because they are.
Do they feel like it's a deflection by doing that? Like it's like, don't look here, look over here. I'm accusing you of doing this over here. That way you won't see what I'm doing right here.
In my experiences, I think it's like a guilt that they carry from what they're doing. And yeah, it is kind of like a deflection because you don't have to deal with what you're doing if you're constantly accusing the other person of doing it.
It's classic projection. People do that in all relationships all the time.
Yeah, I do think that if you are the one cheating and you're the one that's like living like that, you just are very sort of open-eyed that somebody else could be doing it to you too, which breeds that kind of paranoia.
Yeah, the things that you're doing, you typically think that someone else is doing it to you. Like you said, it just kind of comes with everything.
Yeah. I'm not really sure where to go with that except try to test them tonight.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that her instinct is going to be right on this one.
I have a feeling that, yeah. It would just be nice for once for somebody to be faithful.
I'm ready.
Do y'all subscribe to that once a cheater, always a cheater theory?
I don't. I used to, but I don't anymore. I was very firm in that. When I first started on the Bert Show, it's like a tiger can't change its stripes kind of mentality. But then I had you kind of have to witness it yourself or have gone through it. And I had a friend who had a significant other that cheated on her. And they came back from it, and they're, I don't want to say better than ever or stronger than before, but there is coming back from it.
I really think that once you're content, and you find the right person, all that goes out the window. All that goes out the window. Because you're satisfied. Everything is satisfied. Your ego is satisfied. Emotionally, you're satisfied. So why look anywhere else? But I think the right one has to come along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time, I used to think so too, like once a cheater, always a cheater, but I've seen it to where sometimes it's not always the right person. Sometimes a person just has to grow up, and it's a timing thing where they would have cheated when they were younger. You wouldn't do it as you get older and mature.
You subscribe to that?
I think there's some people that make a mistake, and then there's cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you kind of have to look at the situation. Like I know a girl that like got drunk, they made out in a bathroom, and she was like, "This is a huge mistake," and ran away. And I know another girl that they were like, "Hey, we don't have a condom here. I'll drive all the way back to my house and get it and bring it back." Like, you had stoplights, you had turns, you had so many options to stop this and not go back and not cheat on your husband, and you did it. And you made so many decisions along the way that led to this. That's a cheater. And then there's people that, oops, I made a mistake, and they feel regret about it. But I do think that cheaters stay cheaters.
Yeah, my dad was a chronic cheater, and it's because he was never secure. He grew up in that time where you had to be, in order to be a man, you had to have relationship after relationship after relationship. So I think for him, it was all based on ego, and that man was never going to change. Never, ever, ever. So in his case, no. Right?
The Bert Show.
He is accusing her of cheating, like, quite often. She's not. And she's like, he's accusing me so often, and he's so sure about it that I'm almost starting to wonder if he's the one cheating. So she wanted our help last night to try to get to the truth of the whole thing with To Catch a Cheater, War of the Roses.
Yeah, our listener Terry has been with her boyfriend for about 2 years, and it's her longest relationship, but it's not his. He was with his ex for almost 3 years. She really loves this guy. She thinks they have something special and they're on the path to marriage, but he's been acting kind of weird lately, and he was honest with her about why he and his ex broke up. He had cheated on his ex and had been for months because he had all these convincing excuses and reasons as why it happened, and Terry believed him and thought it was situational, but now he's been acting shady and accusing her of cheating all the time, which she says she would never ever do. And then she found that theory that cheaters often accuse other people of doing what they themselves are doing, so she wanted to test him to make sure he's on the straight and narrow.
Okay, so usually we have her on right now to give her the results, but she's not here.
At 8:29 a.m., I received a text from Terry. I'm really nervous and having second thoughts. I'm not prepared for the results. I don't want to come on. So,
If she doesn't want them, should we even put it out there?
That's the thing. I think we should do it. I don't think she's listening. I think just for listeners, so they have closure, we read the results. And then what I can do is I can email her a link, but I can say, if you want to listen to this, click on this link. If you don't, trash it.
Seems fair enough. She didn't say, don't say the results, right?
No.
She just doesn't want to be privy to him yet.
No.
Okay.
But she didn't say she's listening either. She may be listening. She may be not.
So she just doesn't want the response.
I tried texting her back to sweet talk her to come on, but she won't respond to me.
Man, I like this better because the results are bad. It's way easier.
Much less awkward.
It's so hard to get out of this segment when it goes bad, man. Sorry.
Fair.
Sorry, we just crushed your hopes and dreams. Gotta go.
Have a good rest of your day.
So I might like this better.
Okay.
All right. So you want to give the results, and she can listen to it if she wants or not.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to her. So we sent a fake promotional email to the email address that Terry gave us for him. He's offered a free bouquet of flowers to exchange some promo codes, was able to choose from several options with pictures. His options were whoopsie-daisy, fix any mistake with a fun assortment of Gerber daisies, light pink roses, hydrangeas, and carnations. It will be impossible for her not to accept your apology. The next one was smitten. She's captured your attention. Now be sure to capture hers with this bold mix of hot pink hydrangeas, roses, and lilies. Then there's sunny side up. Orange roses, pink and yellow daisies, lush greenery, the perfect bouquet to brighten anyone's day and make everything seem just right. And lastly, tried and true, everything's coming up roses. 24 long stem roses, perfect for the one your heart desires. So again, in exchange, share some promo codes, etc. First promotional email was sent at 11:37 a.m. A second email was sent at 1:32 p.m. And then he responded to and ordered flowers at 1:52 p.m. He chose smitten. She captures your attention. Now make sure you capture hers with this bold mix of hydrangeas, roses, and lilies. To be sent to Allison. That is not Terry's real name. And he set the delivery between 9 and 12 on Friday morning to be delivered to a business address. And the note on the card said, "Hey, gorgeous, winky face, Jay."
Hey, you douche.
That's your answer.
That is your answer. So it's just going to be up to her whether or not she wants to hear it.
So her instincts was right. He's coming home and he's like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Who are you messing around with? And, there is that old theory that once they start blaming you like that, maybe they're looking at you that way because they're the ones doing it. Sure seems like that's the case here.
It also seems like inside she knows it. And that's probably why she didn't want the results because she knew what time it was.
Right. Tommy?
So I'll send her the web link from our website for this segment later today. Should I say anything?
No.
No.
You going to give a hint or something?
She verbatim said she did not want to know.
I didn't know if I needed to lightly.
No.
Yeah. How do you
Let her
like
know how though.
Tommy puts in the
wanna know how.
subject. Open this. It's safe. It's just a Moe's gift card for burritos,
Like
and then
you-
it's like made you look.
Like, you may not want to listen to this, but if you do,
No.
here it is.
I think you give her the option and you say, look, we have results. Are you sure you don't want to hear them? And there is no way. I mean, at first she might go, I don't want to. It's going to eat her and eat. Eventually she's going to come back to you and say, let me hear what you got.
All right.
But don't allude to anything.
Yeah.
Just be like, we did it. Here's the results. If you want them, they are here.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Tommy, promise.
You might not want to listen.
You're
to
not
this.
going.
Right. That'll give it away. That'll give it away. Put it right in the subject line.
What are you going to text?
Your husband's cheating on you.
No. What are you going to text, Thomas?
I'll write her a rap.
I don't trust him.
You shouldn't.
The Bert Show.
Hey, do you like what you just watched? Because you can get more Bert Show for free. We drop new podcast every weekday, and you can find us anywhere. Spotify, Apple, any place you get podcasts.